I think what's happening on the supply side right now is too much fragmentation and a lot of suppliers borrowing from other suppliers in the traditional aggregator space and the DSP space specifically. So I hope things like the consortiums and the announcement NCC brought to the table kind of starts pooling the inventory together so advertisers can have more access to one source of inventory and at scale. From a traditional upfront standpoint, obviously as ratings decline, there is of course concern about the pool of inventory. And from a buying standpoint, the access, if so many people are tapping into one inventory source, how do priorities kind of waterfall down from the top? And how does the supply get allocated? You know, if I have two advertisers buying the same source, which advertiser kind of gets under-delivered because of that fact? I think there's a lot of partners in the space that are helping combat that challenge, but it definitely is a concern. Yeah, I think OpenAP had a ton of potential, and I think some of the challenges OpenAP's had is the number of partners involved and the number of partners needed to push it even more forward in the space, be it in a transaction and an execution sense. I think now that NBC has joined the ranks, it's definitely more likely that OpenAP will more quickly turn into something that everyone can use in a really effective way. I think when OpenAP first was built, it was built for advertisers to build targets because that was needed. And I think a lot of advertisers kind of leapfrogged over the need and built their own segments and licensed their own data from NCS and Polk and IRIs of the world. So I think having NBC part of that will really move OpenAP's momentum forward towards a more usable tool that advertisers will want a part of.
Where do you hope the industry is a year from now, the next upfront?
I think more out of the test and learn phase and more into the greater volume and demand for the advanced advertising products. Clients letting go of traditional GRP guarantees and moving into finding their audiences where they're consuming media today at a larger scale. I think we're still in a test and learn phase, so hoping that kind of moves forward into a larger reallocation out of traditional upfront dollars.